DCM.WORKS. Listen to us just before you go to bed.
Be advised. This podcast features grown-ups using grown-up words.
Welcome to Not Another Smallville. My name is Steph, and I've never seen the show before.
And my name is David, and I've seen it way too many times.
And this is Season 1, Episode 14.
It certainly is.
Boys and girls, your attention, please. Presenting a new exciting radio program featuring the thrilling adventures of an amazing and incredible personality.
Yes.
Okay, so a few things before we get into the way that we start every episode. I want to talk about it now before we forget, because we need to talk about it. Whitney got a haircut.
Whitney got a haircut!
And it looks...
I noticed it. I made David rewind it.
We like scrubbed through it. We're like, did he? Did he? He did. He's in one scene in this.
Yeah.
And he gets a haircut.
He doesn't even talk.
He has no dialogue. It's not a great haircut.
It looks good from the front, but he turns his head and it's just scruffy.
It's like he got the front cut and then just went, don't worry about the back. Don't scrub it up. Don't trim it. Don't thin it out. Just leave it. So I wanted to get that out of the way because that's important.
He's probably had his hair parted for too long that it just doesn't sit properly.
It's been permanently parted in the middle because he parts it in the middle.
Yeah.
Just what are you doing? So that now he's got the haircut. He's kind of, I don't know how to explain it. But
he just tries to spike it up to hide whatever part he used to have.
Yeah, the permanent part that exists in his hair from now on. He's kind of sort of spiked it across the part.
Yeah.
It looks really weird. I just wanted to get that out of the way.
Yeah.
Because it's important and the people should know.
We've addressed it now. They should know.
They should know, and they do know. So as
I've been
always,
complaining about his hair for the whole...
it was awful. Hopefully they won't, but hopefully this is his transition out of the show. I want him gone. I want Lana single. Not necessarily so that Clark can get with her, but just so that there's some more tension.
Yeah.
Because we've kind of... Between those two, because we're getting some more Clark and Clark
tension.
tension.
Want an episode where Clark loses his virginity.
Oh, okay. Why?
Just because it's...
You just want to see Tom Welling shirtless, I'm assuming.
Well, for one, yes. But then also it would just be funny, because, super guy, what does he do?
Yeah, how does that go? We've talked about that before on the show. Yeah, how does that happen? But as always, Steph, what was the story? But this one's tough, actually.
Yeah, actually, I don't even remember what happened at the start. Because it sort of jumps between time, so it's one of those episodes where, It starts at the present, and then it's 3 years ago.
What's the word? It's a Latin word. It's in res or something.
In utero?
Nope, that's... no. That's incorrect. It's it's a word for Latin that means in the middle.
Okay.
It's a filmmaking term that I should know because I'm a writer, but I can't think of it. Yeah, so it starts...
Okay, so basically Lex is hanging from a roof in a straitjacket, and a guy's like, I want to know the truth.
Tell me the truth.
I want to know the truth of what happened in Club Zero. And Lex is like, I don't know what you're talking about.
You're a bloody crazy man.
No, because you killed me, but I'm here right now. And then it goes 3 years ago, and Lex is going into Club Zero with this lady.
Yep.
And she's got a fiance, and he must have helped out the fiance. And so he's gone off for or he told the fiance that he's gone off for business or whatever. And
No, the fiance told Lex.
No,
what?
But...
The fiance told
The fiance, the guy fiance. So he's out with, the girl.
Yes.
And she's, he's
What's the word for a lady fiance? Is there a word for that?
Fiance.
Fiance.
So I got fiance and fiance.
Shit, is there?
Fiance, because, it's fiance with one E for a guy and fiance with two E's.
Yeah, because it's the French
for a
word.
girl. Yeah.
Sure, sorry. I just was, for a minute, I was like, shit. Yeah, so what you're saying is that the boy fiance told the girl fiance that he was away on business.
Away on business. And so Lex took out the female fiance.
Yep.
Amanda, that's her name.
Yep, Amanda. For drinks and...
Yeah, for drinks.
Fucking, we assume.
No. I don't think it's like that. I think he said something along the lines of I wouldn't let you go out on a night by yourself or whatever.
Yeah, it seemed like they were just friends.
Yeah, just friends. And anyway... they're at the bar and getting drinks, and she turns around and looks, and there's her fiance with two girls draped around his neck, and she's like, oh no, and rips off her ring and throws it at him.
Which, two problems before we move on. Wedding rings and engagement rings, expensive. Don't throw it. And also, two women. That's impressive.
Yeah.
He's not even a handsome boy.
But yeah, no, he wasn't. He's
No.
like, wait, babe, I can explain.
I can
Wait."
explain, babe. It's
And
not what you
then-
think it is.
And then
kind
he's
of thing.
like, oh, to Lex, he's like, oh, you did this on purpose. And Lex is like, oh, well, I was just doing her a favor.
It does help his friend.
And then they all go downstairs and there's strobe lights everywhere. And the guy,
oh, there's punching.
stabs Lex and they're punching.
Oh, it's a whole thing.
And then the guy gets shot. The fiance gets shot.
Yeah, and he's dead.
He's dead, right? And
Yeah,
like,
I did lying on the ground hands.
Yeah.
For anyone at home.
and then goes to the 1 week before Lex is hanging from
You did
the
that like
ceiling.
over your shoulder. You're like 1 week before. I can't explain this. So Steph pointed with both fingers. Her right hand was behind her head. Her left hand was like shooting to the stars. She was like 1 week earlier, like Usain Bolt, but if the hand was behind the head.
I'm
Sorry.
just assuming that people can like.
Can see you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a podcast. It's audio, but no, I appreciate it. That was fantastic.
Yeah. Anyway,
1 week prior.
and
Sorry,
so
1 week prior.
all the kids
with
have got
gesture.
a project where they get names of people in their class and they have to like do an expose on them, I guess, like a
Wait.
research project.
Hang on though. Whose was? Oh, yep. Sorry.
So Chloe gets Clark, which you already know was
Oh,
gonna
obviously.
involve something to do with her
Tension.
digging
Romantic.
up his past.
Dark past.
And then Clark,
Unsurprisingly.
of course, gets Lana. Don't know.
I'm assuming that they were picking names out of a hat and he just used X-ray vision and cheated.
Probably.
Because that's the kind of thing Clark would do.
Actually, yeah.
I
that's
assumed
true.
immediately the minute that happened. I was like, oh, Clark cheated. He uses X-ray eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or he just cheated some other
Mm.
way. Or he traded.
Yeah, and so
You were like, shit, what happens next?
yeah,
What
the
does
whole
happen
episode's
next?
a bit of a blur.
So Clark goes back home
and
and Chloe's there interviewing his parents.
yes, and they're like pretty concerned because she's like asking about his adoption and like what sort of processes they
Oh
went
wait,
through with
before that
adopting.
happens, I've just remembered. Before that happens, Clark and Lana are at the Talon,
Oh yeah,
and then
because
Lex.
they're doing it up.
Yeah, Lex turns up. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and but the contractor was there,
Yep.
and then a guy came in as well and said to Lana, "Oh,
He's off to the assistant manager job.
yeah, he's
right?
after the assistant manager job," and he said that anything that like to stay away from Lex because he's an old friend, and that anything he touches goes wrong,
Yeah.
essentially.
Sure, which is true.
And anyway, he leaves, and but he's looks like the same guy. Like he is the same guy
From Club Zero.
from Club Zero that
gotcha.
is supposedly dead,
Bang.
and like exactly the same name and everything.
Yep.
And yeah. So Lex is like, oh, this is weird.
Yeah, because he comes in and because Clark and Lana meet. Clark meets Lana there and they're chatting or whatever, and then Lex turns up in his sweet new Porsche, which another Porsche, whatever. They go and they have that chat about how weird it is, and then when they get out, there's like a CD playing.
Oh, a CD player with like
a sweet Walkman.
yeah,
Sweet
hooked
Walkman.
up
Got our
to his
first
radio.
Walkman. Last episode we said
Yeah,
I'd love to see more of it. We did.
yeah.
Wired in inexplicably somehow.
Yeah, and of course
I don't
Clark's like, oh, just reach under the dash. But yeah, so like Lex turns on his car, starts the engine, and like there's just screaming and like really
Club
loud
music.
music,
Yeah.
blaring over the radio, and it's attracting a crowd because he can't turn it off.
Yeah.
Don't know why he wouldn't just remove the keys from his
Take
car.
the keys out of the ignition, buddy.
But yeah, then
Yeah, and it's clearly they're recording from the club
yeah,
night, we assume.
though don't know how they got that, but
Because if it was 3 years ago, if this was 2001, that's like 99, 98, 99. There's not recordings of club
no,
audio.
there actually
anywhere.
isn't. But.
But maybe he mixed it together. He got.
He just screamed and like,
Yeah, he just got Bandcamp on his
Yeah.
MacBook, and he just was like, I can do this.
yeah.
What the fuck happened? Because I know that at some point Chloe's at Clark's parents.
Cows, a lot of
What the
cows are
fuck?
dead.
Yeah, this episode's a blur. So Clark goes back home. So Clark goes back home from the town, and Chloe is at home interviewing Mama and Papa Ken,
Yes.
and she's asking about his adoption process.
And they're all very awkward because obviously
'Cause
it
alien
wasn't
boy.
a legitimate adoption.
Yeah.
And anyway, conveniently Chloe's tape runs out and they're like, phew.
Yeah.
And-
Yeah. It just magically runs out.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's good. It's great.
And And then
Well,
Clark
because
and Papa Ken are outside. Don't know how that happened.
no, that's after. So Chloe leaves, and
Yeah.
because Clark acts really hurt that she's like digging into his past, right? Or is that after?
No,
that?
that's after.
What the
Because
fuck
remember,
is this episode?
she like comes up to him at school, and
Well, because that's after the scene with Pete. This episode is a haze. Okay,
I
so
hate this.
this is the word. This was one of the hardest to follow episodes, but I actually really felt things.
Yeah,
It was
like,
very emotional, but I have no idea what happened. So, the cows are all dead on the farm.
and
because
it's to
it's
do with
Lex
like
Luthor-
sludge from Lex Luthor,
From Lex
but
Corp. Yeah.
you know that Lex Luthor probs didn't do it. Oh, and then the police are there, like the sheriff's there, and he's like, "Oh, you need to go talk to like the CEP." I'm guessing like something environmental protection.
CEP, it's like
Environmental protection.
Central
Yeah,
Environmental
something like that.
Protection.
And the guy is the dude that should be dead.
Yes. Yep.
And
Same bloke that was shot in Club Zero.
He's like, Lex is like, "Oh, I'm gonna go get the sheriff," and he's like, to say what, like that I should be dead because you shot me. And then he tases Lex,
Magically tases him into the van.
which shoots Lex into the van, which that's not how
with
tasers
great
work.
force, like just launches him in.
Like he hits the side of the van.
Yep, if tasers work like that, they wouldn't be given to anyone because
No.
that's really dangerous. And then he's hanging.
Yeah, then
Trying to
he
think of
just
how that
hangs him
goes.
upside down in a warehouse, which later is revealed to be Club Zero.
Yep.
So the guy's there and he's like, "I want to know the truth," and Lex is like, "I told you." And he's like, "No," and then
What's the real truth?
he holds a gun to Lex's head. A shot's fired, but
But it's not the guy. Lex
the
isn't
guy
dead.
drops dead.
Oh.
And then the lights turn on, music starts playing, it's Club Zero, and the contractor from the Talon is behind with like a gun. And
Because it's the bloke that covered up the murder. No, it's...
No.
What the fuck?
Wait,
what?
It's
The contractor from
it's
Club Zero.
the chick's sister. Yeah, no. The contractor
Oh, yeah,
from the Talon.
because it's Amanda's brother.
Yeah.
Right. Yes.
So anyway, he's like,
Okay.
"Oh, you're the
damn it.
contractor from the Talon. What
Yeah.
are you doing here?" And he's like, "Oh, it was all a thing that I planned."
Bloody Amanda's
because
brother, mate.
Amanda committed suicide, and I'm angry at you
For some reason.
because you're the one who did it. Because obviously you killed.
Because that's how mental
blah,
health
blah.
works.
But then he's like, "No, actually, what happened was Amanda shot
Yeah.
the guy, and she's probably guilty and
She
committed
killed herself.
suicide because of it."
Yeah.
And he's like, "No, Lex, I'm done with you." And
His exact words.
goes to shoot him, and then Clark comes
Supers
in,
in.
super speed.
Well, he does shoot.
he shoots him
well,
in like the shoulder.
He shoots him, but Lex jerks at the last second, catches it in the shoulder, and goes
and
over
like
the
goes
balcony.
over the balcony.
Yeah.
And anyway, Clark's at the door, so like pushes a couch like underneath Lex with the super speed
Yeah, pretty
to
sweet
catch
move.
him, and then goes up, punches.
He throws him.
or
Excuse
throws
you. Still haven't seen a punch thrown
Sorry.
at someone.
I'm
waiting for
He
it.
throws the guy into the wall, not basically kills him actually.
Well, it's very fine.
I
It's
think
probably just
His eyes were open.
I mean, his
he's just
spine
laying
is
on the ground.
broken. He's paralyzed, but he's alive.
And then Clark like runs to the door. Lex lands on the couch, and then Clark comes back. and
Normal
he's like,
speed's back in.
"Oh no, Lex, are you okay?"
What's going on, my buddy Lex?
And then he's like, "How'd you find me?"
How did you find me?
And he's
'Cause
like,
he's all
"Oh,
sweaty.
little help from my friends."
With a little help from my friends. That,
Found the
sus.
light in the tunnel at the end.
Yep, there you go. I was trying to, yeah, that's where that's from. Yeah, shout out to Lily Allen.
Yeah.
Yeah, big
And
fans.
then the show ends with Lana at the Talon. It's open.
It's a
and
big, like, it's the
all
opening
nice,
night.
And
Whitney's got his
a haircut.
Oh, yes.
And then Clark gives Lana a picture of the Talon when
Yeah.
it first opened.
Just very sweet. And I had
Yeah.
a fucking moment where I was like, oh my god, that's so cute.
And then it
Yeah.
ends with Chloe on the computer debating whether or not to because
'Cause the
she
adoption
okay, so
agency.
she uncovers with Clark's adoption,
Yeah.
which really pisses him off. Basically, like she's
Well,
like,
he-
"Oh, did you know that when your parents like adopted you, the adoption agency was only open for 6 months and you were the only child adopted? How weird is that?" And Clark's like,
I mean,
"Stop."
how would she not think that would upset him? Like that, even if he wasn't an alien, that's her parents are clearly up to some shady shit.
That's why I called her a hoe.
You did. There were words thrown at the end of the episode.
Because she's like she's got the thing. It's like, do you want to delete this? Delete or
save.
save? And she's like going between them,
saves it.
and she saves it.
Bitch.
A little bit.
We had a moment where we just were
like,
throwing
be
this.
a friend.
We were
Chloe.
just like, how many misogynistic words can we call her? We called them all of them.
Yeah.
Like, we called her every word.
like, I'm a proud feminist, but she a hoe.
Look, You don't have to be a woman to be a bitch, but bitches be bitches, and that bitch be a bitch.
That bitch be a bitch.
That bitch be a bitch. Look, this was one of those episodes. The fact that it took us this long to work out what happened is indicative of two things.
Yeah, it took us 15 minutes.
It took us 15 minutes,
the plot down.
but that means that the plot wasn't the most important thing.
No,
It was the
wasn't.
emotion, which is super good. Because that's like the first time that's happened.
It's the first time, well,
Well,
I mean, compared to last episode, I found it... Because last episode was simple, but it wasn't interesting.
yes.
This was interesting.
But not simple at all.
No.
It did feel... I felt like in the middle it fell into the trap of being a little too complicated for its own good.
Yeah.
And like trying to mix like the subplots of Lex and Chloe being like at odds with the fact that you're trying to build this complex lie that Lex has taught. Like it just got a bit mixed.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's why it was so hard to like decipher what events happen in which order.
Yeah.
Because they just
Especially because
conflicted.
they kept jumping between tents. Like it
Yeah, because like you can do that well, but you can't conflate that with a B plot that is happening in present time. It has to all be in one time or the other. You can't just like jump back and forth because there was a moment at the start where I was like, it was like 3 years ago, and then it was present, and then it was 1 week earlier, and I was like, wait, 1 week.
earlier to the
Then
3
what?
years, or
'Cause
1 week earlier to
Yeah.
Lex hanging upside
Like
down?
it's just this
or-
like when is this happening? And they kind of conflate that a bit later, but I think it worked
Yeah,
as much as what they wanted to do with it. It
I
worked.
liked the episode.
I thought it was good. I have a few issues, as always.
Yeah.
Bringing back jacket speculation. Clark has a new pea coat.
Oh, does he?
Yep, he had a
I
new
didn't
pea
even
coat.
notice.
It was cold at the start of the episode, but not later on. And he was wearing a sweet new jacket.
Oh, he's wearing that suit at the end too, like the
He
suit
did.
jacket.
Clearly his father's
It was
clothes.
very big on him.
Very big on him, because they don't want to dress Tom Welling in a suit, because you're like, oh, he's handsome.
He's too
Like if you put him in
cut,
a suit that fitted Tom Welling, you'd be like, oh, he's 40. Like you would
yeah.
see, and then you'd be like, oh, he's 30, and he is drop dead gorgeous.
16-year-olds don't
No.
have that.
Yeah.
They don't have those shoulders.
Well,
Let's be
they
real.
just don't have that definition. And
No,
like you'd be like,
not at
oh,
all.
he's a 30-year-old man that works out every day of his life, and any person would be lucky to be with him.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, they put him in like a jacket that's 2 sizes too big,
to
and,
make
like,
him look like a gawky little
and like really
teen.
fat, puffy dress pants, and
And
clearly
boots.
a shirt that doesn't fit him, and his dumb boots. That was another great like Clark
Dumb
moment.
hair.
It's dumb fucking hair.
Dumb
Aside from the
face.
new jacket, we also had Lex's new car.
Yeah, just a new Porsche, casually.
Does he just have like a garage of them? This one
Probs.
had no number plate though. It's not registered.
Do any of his cars have a number? Oh,
Yeah,
no,
'cause they
yeah,
have Lex
Lex. They
1,
say
Lex
Lex
1.
1, yeah.
But this one, no.
And there's one that just says Lex, and there's one that says Luthor. Like LEX.
Wow, he has a lot of
There's
cars.
one that's like LEX LTHR or something.
There's a lot of cars that man owns.
Yeah.
I guess you would. I was saying before that my boss has like 4 sports cars. So like I get it. When you're rich, you just buy cars, I guess. But that wasn't my biggest problem. We had a very 2001 moment where they dropped the name Mike Wallace out of nowhere. Where
Yeah, it's like, oh.
she's like, "Oh, are you trying to be a Mike Wallace?"
Yeah.
And we were like,
Who dat? We had to
what?
look it up. And
We
he's like
Googled it.
one of the original
Like 60 Minutes guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like investigative journalist kind
Yeah.
of thing. And I was like, yeah, but he's from the real world. Can you do that? You know what I mean? Like, it kind of is weird. It's
yeah,
a
what
weird...
universe is this?
Because it seems like it's normal world, except it's one where the Kansas got all kryptonited.
Yeah.
But like, if this was the real world, none of the events that happened in 2001 are happening in this world. We haven't seen September 11 or anything.
No.
So it's like, what world is this? We still don't know. So that's a fun little, like, the writers just threw that in there and we're like, it'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Because thus far we've had no real external references.
No, like, everything's just centered around Smallville. It's like nothing else in the world actually happens.
Yeah.
Except, unless it happens in Smallville, it doesn't exist.
Yeah, and even when it does happen in Smallville, most characters don't know about it.
Yeah.
See last episode. Where
Or they
Clark-
know about it and then never mention it again.
Ever again. I want to talk about Clark's hair, because you brought it up in the episode. Not just that, but I want to talk about the haircut problem.
Yeah.
Right? So Clark is Kryptonian.
Mm-hmm.
He's invincible.
Mm-hmm.
So is his hair. How does he cut his hair?
Kryptonite scissors?
I don't think so.
He just gets a little bit of kryptonite.
The
and
only
burns it off.
solution that makes sense, and it's canon in some versions, is he has a mirror, and he uses his heat vision to, like, cut his hair.
Really? Is that like a thing?
That's actual canon in some versions.
But he doesn't have heat vision yet.
No, he doesn't yet. In some of the other ones...
Maybe his head just doesn't grow.
Yeah, in some of the other versions, it just stays as the perfect coiffed haircut that he
Yeah.
always has. And he has to mess it up when he's Clark Kent. But There's no explanation of that yet. Like, his hair just varies in length. And it also begs the question, which I hadn't thought of until just now, what kind of body hair does he have? I know it's Tom Welling, so he waxes and stuff because he's a handsome boy. But is he dealing with, like,
Pubes.
infinite pube hair? Has he got lots
God,
of nose hair? Has he got all kinds of
imagine.
nose hair? Like, what's happening? Because he's a man.
Does he have
so he's
armpit hair? Butt hair.
butt hair. Because all men...
Does he... Well, we still don't know if he poops.
Look, we don't know if he has a butthole. So we
Does
don't know
he
if he has
even
butt hair.
have genitals?
Yes, he must do. Because...
Well, no. He's an alien.
Yeah, well, I know he's an alien, but
They
in
could-
this world, he fucks all kinds of people, so he must have
Does
genitals.
he?
Not in this show, but like in general, Superman has
Oh,
sex
well, I'm
with
talking
people.
about this show. Does he really?
Superman?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's all about it with Lois Lane. There's a panel in a Superman for Tomorrow where they're in the Phantom Zone that he's remodeled into Paradise, and it's Lois Lane wearing his cape and nothing else.
What?
And him lying naked, and the cape conveniently covers the bits.
Oh, man.
They're boning. Like, it's Superman bones. He gets it on.
Wowie.
Yeah, it's
I can't imagine Tom Welling doing it.
it's hard. I mean, it would be, but like it's
I
also
can
hard
imagine
to imagine
Tom Welling as Tom Welling, but not Tom Welling as Superman.
as Clark Kent because he's so boyish.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. But I don't know. It's something worth thinking about the hair thing. It's worth considering as the show goes on.
Does he have a leg hair? We don't know. He
Does
always
he
wears
have like
jeans.
hair? He always wears the same pair of jeans. We've never seen him in shorts.
No, we haven't. That's the thing.
We will later on. He goes swimming.
He misses leg day.
He misses. He
time.
doesn't need leg day. He's Superman. He's got super legs for
Yeah.
super jumping.
But for proportion.
Yeah, Tom Welling is very top heavy.
Yeah.
Although that being said, that only seems like it in the show because he wears such big shirts and such big jackets that he might just be like a normal shaped guy. you
Yeah.
know, and then just I don't know. I'm no Tom Welling expert. I'll say that much. We should be though at this point. We're this far in. We'll probably
feel-
learn more about him.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. I mean, in general. I mean, we will. I don't mean it's part of the show. Just we will.
We
We'll
will.
go away. We'll learn about him. We'll come back. We'll tell the people.
Yeah.
Or we won't. Probably not. Who knows?
I'll learn about it.
Yeah.
Him. I mean,
Him.
not it.
You're like, yeah, I'll do research.
Yeah.
I'll research
I'll
Tom
read
Welling.
the Wikipedia page.
Oh, that's a good idea. Because he's been,
He's the older brother in Cheaper by the Dozen. That's
yeah,
what I
which
know.
we all try and forget about. Because that was a weird time in TV.
Yeah.
He was that before Smallville?
Around the same time.
That's really weird. Because he looks really young in that. Maybe that was before he got jacked for Smallville. I don't know.
Perhaps.
I can't
No.
remember that film at all.
I know. He was going away on a football scholarship.
Oh, his character, not the actual actor Tom
No,
Welling.
no,
Okay, I
no.
was like, Tom Welling was a football star?
No.
Okay, cool. No, I just thought I'd check because that was like a big red flag.
Yeah.
It was like, Tom Welling, football star? No, okay, that makes sense. It would make sense if he was, though. Okay, that's the haircut problem out of the way. Just wanted to address it because it'll come up later. We actually got some payoff, a really good thematic payoff for Lex's criminal past. For the first time ever, it's actually mattered in a way that is like in the episode. Because we've had it before where it's like really vague stuff, where a guy is like, I've got this blackmail on you from your past. But this was the first time that it actually interacted with the show.
Came back to bite him.
Yeah, and that's really good payoff for that, kind of alluding to the fact that he had this shady past as a kid and did all that stuff. We actually got narrative payoff of, well, he was, and this is the kind of shit that he got up to. That guy likes Luthor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's nice now.
I
still. Oh, I don't actually. I'm starting.
He's getting on the bit of the evil side.
Yeah. Well, he's just seeming more and more apathetic.
Yes.
You get what I mean? Like he's not as Lexy as he was.
He's less like badass Lex Luthor. He's more just kind of being a little bit.
He's more just Lex. I exist. Lex.
just
Luthor.
being around.
Yeah.
I think that's because they're giving more time to like a lot of the B plots, like the Chloe and Clark thing.
So they don't have enough. Like that. They don't have enough time to be like. Oh.
To give him time to do badass Lex stuff. Even last episode, he didn't. Even the ending where he tried to threaten the guys wasn't really. So yeah, they're kind of dialing that back to favor some other stuff, which isn't a bad thing, but I just miss it.
Yeah. Same.
I want to talk about the first time ever that Chloe hacked something. She hacked the DMV.
Yeah. She's just like, oh, I hacked it, and it's like, okay, this is definitely an early 2000s movie
you
where
can
they're
just
just
hack
like,
stuff.
I'm in.
She didn't even do that though. She just turned around
No,
and was
she
like,
just,
I hacked the DMV.
I just hacked it.
I just did it in my free time.
Yeah.
Instead of doing my makeup, I hacked the DMV. It's like, what?
Like
How?
the internet has only been, available in schools.
Not that long. It's been like 2 years.
2 years.
Yeah.
And I already know how to hack.
And then a hack. And also the
I'm
DMV.
16.
At that point, the DMV would have been paper records mostly.
Yes.
And also Clark was born before computerized records. You can't computerize that many hard data records in 2 years.
No, definitely.
There's no
not.
way that shit's online.
No.
Even birth certificates, it took them years to computerize those data logs because there's so many. So I call shenanigans Smallville.
Yeah, I do as well.
I'm just throwing it out there. But we got our first hacking moment. You did call it episode 2. You were like, Chloe's gonna hack something, and it's gonna just be magic, and it's just gonna work.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna get more of that. Hopefully.
Hopefully.
I want more of that.
I like the corniness.
Yeah. Speaking of corniness, we got our first outside of Smallville character mention. We got Central City, which is where the Flash operates. He's obviously not the Flash yet, but we got our first DC Universe call out in the show, which I thought it was fun.
Yeah.
Weird it wasn't Gotham or something. They just went for something really low key. They were like, yeah, Central City, which sounds like it could be a real place.
Yeah.
It's not, but it could be. So I enjoyed that. I had I didn't mention it at the time because it was in the middle of a really intense scene, but yeah, Lex. It's when Lex and the one of the blokes who's shooting at him is talking to him, and he's like, I thought you went to Central City, like Amanda or whatever.
See, I didn't pick up on that because I'm not
a nerd. Yeah, I guess fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that to me is interesting because later on,
I can see why it'd be.
Yeah, later on in the series, they start to do more of that. They bring in other cities
Do
and
they
stuff.
really?
Yeah, there's some. It's not all just Smallville, mate. Even though the show's called Smallville. We'll get to that when we get to that in the series. There's some issues, but yeah, I thought that was definitely a step in the right direction. It was kind of a call out. They've been doing a lot of that. The whole Clark Report of Journalists previous episode, there's a lot of that stuff. But that was the first one that didn't feel corny.
No.
And the fact you didn't notice it is a good thing.
Yeah, definitely. Because
it's
if they had said Gotham, I would have been like,
you'd realize Gotham. I think, no, you're right, yeah. Making it Central City, it's a little less in your face.
Yeah.
It's not a box on the side that says...
For the true fans.
Yeah, it's not like someone walked past a building that was like, Wayne Enterprises! And you're like, oh, that's from Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was good. Look, this episode, I don't know, it had a lot more emotion, but the fact that it took us so long to work out what the fuck happened.
I think as well, though, because it was sort of intertwined with, past events. You had, the corrupt FBI agent from, literally the 3rd episode.
Yeah.
In it. It just gave you a bit more to think about.
Yeah, it was a little more sort of substance to it. And at the same time, not any.
Yeah.
It's weird. I don't know how they managed it. Yeah,
No.
It's quite impressive. But yeah, as always, if you guys want to support us, you can. We have a Patreon. That's where you can go. Donate if you want. Shoutouts and thank you to all of those people. And of course, hover.com helps bring us the podcast every week. They power us. You can grab a referral link in the show notes. And we have a new t-shirt as well.
Yes, we do.
Which is great. Tom Welling is super handsome.
Because he is.
And of course, hashtag NASPod. If you wanna tweet us and let us know. The team is at DCM_WORKS. I'm at DCM I Hate Pie.
And I'm at Stephanie JD95.
You almost remembered this week.
Yeah,
I like it.
I almost did.
And if you guys want to support us, the best way you can do it is leave a review on iTunes or YouTube and
ask us questions.
Ask us questions, drill us, interrogate us, and as always, we'll see you guys next week.
See ya.
Bye.
Thanks for listening. If you want to support the show, just head to patreon.com/DCMWorks.